Alright, today we're reflashing a Honda Jazz with a 1.5 liter engine. So I'm going to show you what to do, how to do it, and what kind of power we get. Alright, this Jazz actually already has our intake and our headers installed before, so everything's done by us. This is our short ram KNN intake, and it's a bit hard to see here. So this one's our header right there, over there. It's a bit hard to see, but that's the header. So that's installed already. So we're going to do a baseline on this car and see what the stock power is. Okay, we're done reading the file, and we use two pieces of software when we reflash the Honda Jazz. And the first one is this one. This software is called PCM Flash, though this basically is a reader-writer. So what this enables us to do is to get the ECU data and save it as a file in the laptop. It's a pretty small file, it's only 2 MB. These things are called protocols. That's particularly for Honda cars. This bunch down here is for Subaru cars. Further down here we have Mitsubishis. Down here we have Toyotas, so on and so forth. Think of the protocols as the key master in the matrix. What this does is allows us to talk to the ECU, basically unlock the ECU to be able to get the information inside, and then after we modify it, we also write back the information into the ECU. So this is the key master character in the matrix trilogy. So after we've read the file, it's now saved in our hard drive, and then we can open it here in our editing program. This is a program called BitEdit. So it works like any other Windows program. Open the file, then once it's open, we have here all the parameters that we can adjust pertaining to the ECU on how it makes power. So this first group here, we have fueling. Most particularly what we adjust is this table here. This is the pre-programmed lambda values or air-fuel ratio of the car. So it's from 1000 to 7000 RPM, and this is, for all intents and purposes, how much pedal you press. These numbers inside are corresponding to lambda. I'll explain more in a little bit what that means. So there are about 5 tables here, so we adjust all of them. Then this next bunch here has to do with spark plug timing or ignition timing. So all of this pertains to spark plug time. This is how much spark advance that we want, and this is how much knock the system detects, and this is how much to retard that timing if in case there is detection of knock. And this last bunch here is throttle control. Everybody loves this one. Like here, this is the throttle control valve opening table. So you have here percentage, which means basically percentage tapak. Of course, when you press the accelerator, engine speed goes faster. Then these numbers inside simply mean that how many percent does the throttle open. And as you can see here, at 2% tapak, you only get 1.5 opening. At 5% tapak, you only get 2.8 opening, 9% only 6, so on and so forth. This is the delay that everybody hates and wants us to get rid of. So with this table, we can get rid of it. The way we do it is simply by taking this column here and changing it. I can make it 2, I can make it 3. Let's make it 3 a little bit more. And at 5%, we make it a little bit more aggressive at 6. And at 9%, we make it a little bit more aggressive at 10. So on and so forth. Until we reach about 35% throttle, because as you can see, at 35%, it already opens at 39. So this part is pretty much correct already. So we corrected all the way here up to about 29%, or the first 1/3 pedal effort where all the delay is happening. And here we have another thing called limits here. So this is the speed limit. This is in actual kilometers per liter, so kilometers per hour. So this is 196. We can make it any number we want, say 300. So now it has an actual speed limit of 300 kilometers per hour. So we're gonna correct all of these values here, save that to another file. We always keep the original file, and then we're gonna write the modified file into the ECU and then dyno again. Okay, we're done with our tuning, and as you saw in our baseline before, we got here 106 horsepower. This is our baseline tune with this is already with the intake and the header, so bone stock, no nothing. These 1.5 Jazz manual transmissions make 100 horses flat. So 6 horses gain is just about right what we see. And then these lines here, the purple and the light blue line is our tune. So we got a pretty consistent 6 to 8 horses all throughout the entire RPM range. So not too bad. It's 6 horses here on top. There's about 8 horses here. The torque is pretty big though. So we went from 100 to 122 at 18 RPM. Then here for overtaking purposes, this is from 100 to about 117. So this is pretty fat. This is pretty good right here. Then peak torque also goes up from 125 to 132. We also corrected the throttle, and we've corrected the annoying rev limit at when the shifter's in neutral. So before, if it's in neutral, it's only revving up to 4,000. Now it can rev all the way up the red line, so you can hear your exhaust. And among other things that we changed is spark timing, spark advance, air fuel ratio, and of course the throttle as well. No more annoying throttle delay.